All right, sweet. Oh, live for the first time in I don't even know how long. Couple weeks, a week or so, I think. Not too sure. Something like that. All right, minimize. Make my chat bigger. All right, dang, we got some people hopping on in. Yo, what up, baseball? One Piece, One Pirate. What up, homie? I think that says Prince with the crazy ass letters. Yo, what up, homie? Tori. What up, dog? Brock, what up, my man? Gang, today we are playing the new Apex Legends duels game mode. You know, the new game mode where you get the 1v1 people. We're gonna be rocking and rolling that today. We're gonna be seeing if one, we can drop some perfect games where we don't take any losses, but also two, we're gonna hopefully, fingers crossed, help you guys have a better understanding as to like what goes into 1v1s, how to win 1v1s, or really how to kind of control fights that you're in. Obviously 1v1s are totally different. I shouldn't say totally because they're really the exact same as 2v2s and 3v3s and even 1v3s if you're on that one individual person side. Really the only difference is how strict you have to follow a handful of rules, and you might have to do a couple extra steps. But today we're gonna hop on into some duels and kind of see what we can get going on today. Yo, Hydro Shadow with the $20 super chat to kick things off, my man. Holy shit, bro, what the fuck? Brother, how we doing today, man? What the hell? Hold up. Why is none of this here popping up? Why is this not popping up? Does it work on this? Why is my overlay not working? Hydro. Anyways, holy shit, $20 super chat, my man. Dude, how we doing? Dude, why don't you ever Snapchat me anymore, bro? You never send me your feats anymore. Ever. I've been waiting for you to answer. My last wiener pick, dog. Ron Blaze. Well. Oh. Alright. Yeah, we have a really late stream today. We've got a hella late stream today. Yeah, Hydra, hold on. I'll hit you up on Discord. My screen just went black. Hydro. Oh, dude, I just realized that I'm the one that didn't answer you. I have a message just sitting here in the chat and I never answered. All right. Let's warm up here. Oh my god, this music. Holy shit. Talk about like death metal screamo music. What the fuck? This shit is really... Discord is really pissing me off right now. Okay, I'm closing Discord. There we go. Alright. Dishern, what am I on? Dude, I don't even know. I'm on the Voodoo Ranger tonight. Alright. So we're gonna hit a quick little warm-up. We got a hella late stream today. That's just because I've been super burned out recently and I haven't really had that much time to stream or do much. So I've kind of been neglecting going live. Hopefully we can turn that around. That mental health has been tough recently. A quick warm up while people come hop on into the stream today. Why is my sense so low? It's like a quarter of my normal sensitivity. Yeah, Hydra, you want to just send me your screenshot? What up, Lex? And come here. Can you turn on the fan for me? It's really hot. Like, my pits are already super sweaty. How bad is it? You can't tell? Yeah, is it bad? Oh, yeah, you can definitely see it. It's almost in the shape of a dick. Look on the camera, look. Doesn't it look like a dick? Oh my god, that's wild. Oh man. Why am I not getting any notifications? Master Katori with the $20 super chat also before we can hop into the first one. I'm gonna leave this here. Have fun. Try not to rage quit every night. Oh, dude. Night. My bad, everybody, is what he said. I mixed both together. Dude, much love, bro. Dude, have a great night. I'm sorry that I went to, like, live insanely late for you. All right. Love you, Lex. Thank you, baby. All right. Yeah, it's fine. Actually, can you just leave it open? Okay. All right. Hydra with the 50. Let's spam him with super chats. Let's not do that tonight. Definitely don't do that tonight. Holy fart, says Prince. Prince? Holy fuck. Hydro, dude, you gotta take the oil money and you gotta put it away in the bank, man. You can't be dropping super chats before we even go live. That's absolutely insane. Holy fuck, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Holy shit. I don't even know. Use that for gas, bro? Yeah, for real. He could be using that for gas. I can't, though, because I don't actually drive. Is that sad that I don't drive? That I'm 25? I live in a big city where I can literally take one bus and it takes me to every single point across the city. Or I can just, like, bike to literally every place that I need to go, because everywhere is, like, within, like, a half-hour walking distance or, like, a 5-minute bike ride. Like, my gym is literally a half-hour walk or a 10-minute bike ride. That's insane. I'm choking here, chat. I'm choking. Choking on that super chat. Ooh, that did not look good. At all. Lexi says, oh, I'll choke you, she says in the YouTube chat. You're wild, Lex. You're wild, Lex! This guy getting a bunch of $500 donations, and one said, I was gonna pay for my daughter's medication, but she just needs to lay off her sugar anyway. Oh my god, bro. Dude, there's no way someone actually said that in their super chat. Hit a quick skate switch, and then I think honestly we'll just kind of go hop into Apex Duel 1v1s. Chat, has anyone been playing the new Aim Labs benchmarks playlist or the new benchmarks game mode? Where instead of doing like a benchmark like playlist of just different tasks, you actually have a whole benchmark system with like ratings inside of actual Aim Labs. Has anyone actually done this yet? What's all of your scores so far? Like, what are you guys ranking as? I just hit Emerald. Holy shit, dude, my aim right there was not good. Ugh. You don't even know what we're playing. You've never seen this before. This is Aim Labs. Dead ass, you've actually never seen this before? Siptanius. Oh, dude, that's such a weird name. I don't know if I said that right, so I'm sorry if I butchered that. Dude, much love, man. Really appreciate the recognition, and I'm happy that I'm able to help you out, dog. Is this PC only? This is not. So this is Aim Labs. Aim Labs is a free-to-play aim trainer for both Xbox and PC. So if you're on console, you can play this. If you're on Xbox. If you're on PC, you can play this. And it's all totally for free. They have a whole bunch of different drills and different playlists, Apex-specific, flicking, tracking speed, precision, cognition, perception, playlists, They have an near infinite amount of drills. Like you would probably never finish playing every single drill, even if you tried. I don't think it's possible. But they just released a benchmarks game mode. This used to be a ranked game mode where you would compete to see what rank you would hit, and the tasks that you would play would start off easy and progressively get harder and harder, and you would see what rank you could play or hit amongst players across the world. But it wasn't necessarily a good indicator as to your overall individual skill. Just your skill amongst others. This is basically ranked, but like the way that like Apex does it almost, where you have an intermediate, an entry, and an elite playlist, and then you can play, you know, all the different tasks. For instance, you know, I'll just kind of show like the intermediate playlist here, and then you can see what your skill is for each individual thing. So this is something that I've been using as a tool to help me figure out if I'm, you know, lacking in certain areas so that I can focus my aim training on those types of drills. So for instance, you can kind of see here, like my timing shots, so, you know, shots where you have to time when you flick and how you flick, right? I'm getting really close to diamond here, which means that, you know, hopefully in a week or two, I can start pushing for master and grandmaster. You know, my flicking is overall, you know, above average. My anticipation is fairly decent. My micro, you can see, is kind of lacking, right? And then as we start getting into tracking, you can see I have like issues with precision, right? But reactive tracking, being able to quickly readjust and get over to where I need to be, you know, I'm hitting diamonds, so I can probably start pushing masters. My control is pushing masters, my strafing is pushing masters, and then when we start hopping into like my switching, going from like one spot to the next, you can kind of see that it's kind of dwindling in a lot of areas where I'm actually kind of like that low average, you know, skill level. And then some spots also where I'm in like that above average skill level. Ron Swanson says his secret technique is to play nude. It channels the killing energy. Bro, you're wild for that, man. You're wild for that. Hydro says mouse pads make a big difference from comfort in sliding the mouse in general, not just Apex. 100%. 1,000,000%. That is definitely one thing that I noticed when I switched over to like from cloth, from like an like a you know, like a $20 Amazon mouse pad to like a really high quality cloth mouse pad from like Japan. I noticed that my aim like instantly started improving, and then on top of that also my improvement consistently grew. So instead of just like slowly getting better, I was like quickly getting better once I switched to like a really good mouse pad. And then when I made the switch from like a cloth pad to a glass pad like this one from Wallhack, I started noticing that I was also doing a lot better in certain aspects. So like my tracking got way better, my switching got way better, but my flicking really started to hurt because I didn't have all that friction from the pad to stop my mouse. Instead, like right there, it would just keep moving because it's so slick. The man says we'll book a session, but you're broke. Dude, I'm so sorry, homie. If you do want to book a session that's not like $50+, the course that I just released on Metafy, obviously this would cost money, so apologies for that. But the course that I just released on Metafy that's $50 is on sale 50% off for the summer. So if that's something that you're interested in, getting all the things that we would talk about in a coaching session, just not specifically tailored to your individual issues, but still everything that I would typically cover, you can get that for $25 instead of, you know, $50 to $100 from one of like the in-person sessions. And then you own that course for the rest of your life. And if we ever add on to that course, that would come free. So as we add new chapters, they would be for free. I like the new arena change. I think it's a great way to learn and warm up. Dude, this is by far the best game mode that Apex has ever released. The arena duels is the best. And I think what's making it the best is that everyone is forced to play the same legend. Everyone is forced to play the same random gun. And everyone is forced to play with no abilities. Because if you just play arenas, or if you just play control, or if you play trios, duos, ranked, everyone plays meta. And it's impossible to practice because everyone is full sending, playing like an absolute degenerate idiot. So this is an amazing way to build fundamental skills in certain areas that you're lacking. Especially in terms of aiming. I love you, Lex. It's a bit boring. You feel like it's too short. Yeah, I do wish that instead of like, what is it, 5 minutes? It would be awesome if it was maybe more like 6 minutes maybe. That guy right there literally just took his time to peek, so I got to look at him and shoot him first. Oh, damn, that guy lasered my ass. Ooh. I'm gonna hold this angle before him. Got him. Both of those fight twice back to back. My opponent peaked last and re-peaked later than I did. I keep that pressure on him. Control that high ground. Keep my body moving with a slide and holding that slide to force him to track when I can just basically shoot a standing, like a still person. Yeah. A lot of cover between me and him. Peek him. Back corner. Free fire. He's hurt. Oh, I'm cooked. Free-fired him, pushed him in his corner, moved up, swung him, locked him in the open, went back to cover, managed my health, repeat. Easy knock. I'm going left. Actually coming right. Crazy ass movement, bro. Trying too hard. You can't hit shots when you're moving too much. Got him. Make plays or get played. You can kind of start picking up here. All these 1v1s, it's people who are reacting to things as opposed to acting on things. Oh man. Like right there, instead of coming out already shooting me, he let me come out already shooting him. I beat him to that jump, I hit my shots first, and then I can play a lot easier off of what's going on. I'm cooked here. Oh, I'm not cooked. I'm not cooked. He's cooked. Nemi. Free-fired. If you're gonna go back into cover, when you step out, you have to be already shooting. You can't wait to shoot your gun. I'm gonna shoot you first every time. Oh, he might have got me here. No! Oh, I swapped my weapon by accident, bro. I fat fingered. And I had 4 bullets left. Oh, that's tough. Two shots. One shot. Rare footage of District dying. Dude, I'm trying to go for a perfect game. Oh, dude, we both missed hard right here. Why are you? How were you alive off that? Far left? Got you. Lex, do you want to come get your headset after this match? I'll switch over to my other headset. This one should be fully charged for you. Oh my god, I just missed so many shots. Climbing up on me? Really? Hi. Alright, I'm 1 in 13 right now, and OG Paid is catching up to me. This guy's 1 kill behind me. Hopefully he's not in a match and he doesn't win. It makes us tie. Hopefully not. I think we're fine. Every game that I win, chat, we gotta take a drink. And we're gonna see how long it takes us to get drunk enough to the point that we can't win. District, can you try to give me some tips on movement? My aiming is good, but my movement is bad, he says. Movement is one of those things where there's so many little things that will make and break it, and there's so many things that will, in general, kind of take it to the next level. If I could give you 2 major tips, I would give one, probably the most important. Once you've learned individual skills, learn how to chain them together, or learn how to go from one mechanic to the next. So if I've learned how to tap strafe, I want to learn how to take my tap strafe and use it to get into the next mechanic. So for instance, I'm going to tap strafe into a wall that's far away from me that I wouldn't be able to reach without my tap strafe. I've tap strafed into my wall jump, and now I've chained a mechanic. Cool. You've done, one step to that. Now learn how to chain another mechanic into it. So I might learn how to do a wall jump into a sideways wall climb, chain that with another wall jump. That wall jump is going to give me momentum. That's going to carry me into the air. I'm going to tap strafe with that momentum back to where I started. I'm going to hit the ground. I'm going to keep chaining mechanics by incorporating a bunny hop. That's going to keep my body moving. And then from there, you can kind of build off of the plays that you're making. This is going to kind of help you do not just one thing, but do one thing to create an advantage, do another thing to keep the advantage, do a third thing to play off of all the advantages that you just did. Right? So that's one thing that you need to focus on if you're trying to increase your movement skills. Chaining one thing into the next, into the next, into the next. Second thing is learning to preserve the momentum that you have generated off of the mechanics that you've used. So there's 2 things that I like to consider, or there's 2 types of mechanics that I like to talk about. One is momentum generating mechanics, mechanics that are building momentum as you use them. An example of this would be walking or running. Walking and running gives you momentum as you do it, and then when you stop the mechanic, you don't have any momentum. Momentum carrying mechanics are another type of mechanic, where it carries whatever momentum you went into it with. So if I'm doing something like a sprint and I go into a slide, that slide will carry your momentum. So your goal is to learn mechanics that generate momentum, and then learn mechanics that carry your momentum, and then keep that momentum consistently. That could be something like hitting a wall jump, which gives you a ton of momentum. You carry that momentum through a slide, and then you add a bunny hop to preserve that momentum indefinitely until you stop bunny hopping. So if you're going to be doing stuff like that, or if you want to learn, if you want to learn movement or increase your movement skills, I do something like that. Someone in the chat hopped in a second ago and said, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hold on, let me scroll up here a little bit. Oh, fuck. Hold on. I gotta kill this guy hella quick. Okay. In the chat, why? There we go. Won't let me scroll. Yeah, what up, Hazel? How we doing? Doesn't want to peek, I'll walk up on you. Oh, it's because you're sitting in that back corner. Wall jump, get on top of you. If you're not going to peek and push me, I'm going to get in your face and you're not going to know how it's going to happen, but I do. I'm always going to have an advantage. Oh. Chat, unless you know you have good aim, you shouldn't be shooting like you have good aim and just standing there. You have to play off of your disadvantages. Or off of your skill limits. Buddy. Go into cover, you're getting shit on. Yeah, the only one available, Hazel, until August. It's crazy, right? Where's he playing from? Oh, I'm gonna lose. Oh my god, by the skin of my teeth, I pulled that out of my ass. Hazel, if you want coaching, I was saying it earlier, but maybe you weren't in chat yet. A course that I have on on FPS Lounge is currently 50% off. Oh, dude, I was trying to troll right there, and I just stood in front of him. Yeah, I dropped the course that's $50, and we put it on sale for $25 for this summer. Okay. That's what I did last round. I did it on purpose. Yo, what up, Bert? Mr. Phoenix, how you doing, man? Not gonna play for me. You're half of your mag almost. You had to reload and I didn't. Not paying attention, unfortunate skill issue. He's playing right. Oh, I'm lagging. He's gonna jump up. Keep my momentum here, move away from him, create space. If he wants to push, it'll be harder. Audio. Walking up. Put you in the open, you didn't put me in the open. So even though you had a health advantage, you weren't easily able to play off of it. You had to react. Peacekeeper. Oh, he's gonna push off that 1000%. Dude, the double cock. I would have died anyways. But the double cock right there was not it. Oh. What's up with my movement? POV Disher goes to 119. Oh, I'm lagging. Here's the thing, 119 is not a bad FPS to play on. It's basically 120. Like 120 is actually a very comfortable FPS to play on. The issue though is when you drop frames, it doesn't feel like you're playing 120. It feels like your screen is just freezing, right? Because here's the thing, it's not that my game isn't generating the frames that I want. It's that my game is actually freezing and not giving me any frames, which is resulting to that 120, right? So you can look at it like this. If it's 120, if it's 240 frames a second, right? Instead of generating X amount of frames to have consistent updates, instead what it's doing is it's like freezing for like a quarter of that. Or in this case, it's freezing for half of it. So for that 1 second, my screen just freezes for half of a second. Right? That's what it feels like. So it feels like it updates every half second, which feels awful. All right, we didn't win, so now we gotta take a drink. Or rather, we lost. That's the same thing. What the fuck? I don't have any... There we go. Damn, I was in your party, didn't get to play you. Dude, doesn't that suck? That's why I think that they need to make these games like 6 minutes or like 10 minutes long so that you can 1v1 everybody. Because yeah, dude, it sucks, right? You have 30 people in this lobby, we didn't even get to play. You don't even get to play half the people. If you win every single match and you play it as fast as possible, the most people I fought is 14. I've yet to fight 15 people yet. Will I ever play in an Apex tournament, like professionally? Probably not. Like mechanically, I don't even compare to these guys. Like, bro, you don't even understand like the skill difference between me and them. This guy's not gonna peek at all. He fell down. I'm gonna use that to cross up on him. Like, the skill difference between me and pro players, bro, is so astronomically different. I have good game sense, but mechanically, bro, no. Yeah, I'm not him. Mechanically, I'm just not that guy, right? So I don't think I'd ever really try to go play pro. And on top of that as well, a lot of people don't realize this. It's a big waste of time, unless you're trying to get clout or like try to get like recognition or like your skill and all that good stuff. There's really not that much money in pro Apex. There's really good money in pro Fortnite. There's not good money in pro Apex. It's awful. A small tip that I think a lot of people could really benefit from. Someone asked a map rotation question. Can you ask that again in a couple seconds? A really good tip for like, oh, crazy shot. I wish I could go like GG and he could say that he could see that. A really good tip for people who are shooting and fighting is don't swap your gun when it's empty, or don't wait to swap your gun when it's empty. Instead, swap your gun as you're about to run out. That way, there's no reaction time. Oh, Soupy's in this lobby. Soupy's actually a pro player. He's actually a good friend. He actually, I think he's, if I'm not mistaken, he's in my friends list on this account. I have to cock my gun still. When you're shooting your gun and you're waiting to swap your weapon after you realize it's not loaded, that reaction time will oftentimes get you killed. So instead, what you want to do is you want to swap your gun. You want to be swapping your gun. How did he kill me? How did he shoot me behind a wall, bro? You want to be swapping your gun. You want to be swap. Oh my god, let me finish the sentence, bro. Holy shit. You want to be swapping your gun as you're finishing your magazine, or just before you finish your magazine. That way you don't have to rely on your reaction time. You're just doing it naturally. You're just doing it automatically. Every 1v1 I lose, I'm gonna take a drink. This match here is a fluke, as we spend more time reading chat than anything else. So. Holy shit, bro, I'm at the bottom of the leaderboard. But I did. Yo, what does she would do? How you doing, homie? 70 on them. Whoa, I went from hitting all my shots to missing all my shots, and then he caught up on me. Yo, crazy pre-fire. Alright. Ah, bro. My dead slide did not carry me where I wanted it to. Hi, Lex.
Hi.
What are you doing? Can you wait? Just take it. Just take it. Here. Oh. Okay, grab your thing. I love you. Wavelength. Getting cooked. Not for long, bro. Do you have it? Oh, so yeah, someone was asking a question about like rotating for like different advantages and stuff. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know if the guy's still here or not. Oh yeah, what up, Jordan? Yeah, what up, dog? Guess you. Oh, what the fuck? Soupy? Oh, not Soupy. Hold on, let me message Soupy. Let me see if he's. Let me see if that's the real Soupy. Yeah, there he is. Look at that. Look at that little sexy guy. Whenever he's gonna go play ranked after this. Yo, what up, handsome? Did we run into each other? I was waiting to see if I was playing against you. Is that Pookie? What up, bro? Love the Discord. Let's go, bro. We're gonna be updating it really soon. Weren't you just in that 1v1 game on Arena Duels? Yeah, bro, we were in the same game, bro. I was trying to run into you. I was trying to get up in that, you know? I was trying to get all up in that. Oh, you're good, bro. You're good. All right, hit me up later. Later, homie. Should I aim for an early rotation in ranked off rip? I notice I'm dying a lot when coming out of round 2, mainly 3, and spatial awareness in the game dying a lot due to being predictable. So what I talk about, and I've talked a lot about it on shorts and TikToks recently. When I say a lot, I mean like maybe 2 videos. What you want to be thinking of is everything is a setup for the next part of the game. So if you're finding that you're dying in round 2 and round 3, the way that I like to look at it, this does not mean that you have to play this way, but this is just how I envision playing ranked. And I'm sure this is how other people kind of envision playing ranked if they're going for wins as opposed to going for kills, because their mechanics let them get kills easily. There's a big difference between you and a pro. So pros are going to play totally different. You don't want to play like them because you don't have that skill to just run and kill everyone that you run into because your mechanics are that good. So the way that I like to look at things, because my mechanics are not the best, being that I'm on mouse and keyboard, and it's definitely not the easiest thing to switch to. Round 1, no one has any loot. So come round 2 and 3, if you don't focus on setting yourself up for loot, when you have to rotate, when everyone has to rotate into each other, especially towards that end game, you're going to find it's really hard to take fights, and it's even harder to leave a fight and then take another one if it doesn't work out for you. Because you're going to have wasted everything in that first initial fight. All your heals, all your ammo, all your utility, all your abilities. So round 1 is all about getting loot. It doesn't matter how you get it, just get it somehow. Loot unlooted POIs, contest a team, go third party, take fights, do whatever. It does not matter. Just do something, get loot. Round 2 and 3, you're rotating into each other. People should have shit. Now it's about setting yourself up for where you think that end game is going to be going. Are you walking up? Round 2 and 3, you have a somewhat good idea of kind of where zone's going to be going, so you should be trying to put yourself towards that zone. Round 3 and 4, you know where zone is roughly going to be ending. He's AFK. He's not AFK. So come round 2 and 3, you're looking to put yourself on the safer side of where you know zone is roughly ending for the match. Round 3 and 4, you're actually putting yourself in a good spot for that end game. We'll talk a little bit more in depth about that here in a second. Bro, that got, not gonna lie, that broke my ankle. Back end of zone is a good place to be playing. Yeah. Back end of zone, typically that side that's tighter to like the edge of the map, or the side that has like the left side of like map to like be rotated in on. Oh wow. But yeah. How can you hit more shots with flatline and G7? Practice, my man. Oh my god, I fucked. That was so close. That spawn that he has is actually OP, because you can wall jump up to that height before the other person can climb up. It's so broken. That side is also OP because it's closer to the bridge, so it's easier to rotate. My aim. Yeah, flatline and G7. Flatline is obviously more of like a tracking kind of weapon. So focusing on your tracking technique, your smooth tracking is going to be something that you want to work on. G7 is obviously more of a flicking kind of gun. So working on poking drills, switching drills, stability drills, micro drills in specific is something that you want to be practicing in aim labs. That slide right there broke his aim for a second, which let me flick on over to his head. How did that hit for 10, bro? There we go. Now it's even. Oh, dude, that's a hard one. Yo, Jaquan, my man, how you doing, homie? Appreciate you, dog. Aw, dude. Oh, I just realized I can jump up here. Oh my god, his aim. Why are you chasing me? Climb up, play the cover, hold me on my corner, and swing me. Bro, my Mozam is so bad. Oh, I didn't see him there, bro. Heard him move right, and he actually went fucking left on me. I lost that. Played my cover, info peeked him, lined up my shot, pre-fired him. Jaquan! You know what's funny? Oh, I can't tell that story, never mind. I'll get canceled if I tell that story. Keithan, hey, first time watcher. I've been seeing your coaching shorts. It's been helping. Thanks a lot for your service, sir. Dude, more than welcome, homie. I'm happy that I'm able to help, dog. That is my goal, to be helping. Oh, fuck. Yo, Cypress, bro, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Nusquin, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Jay, thank you for the sub on YouTube. El Gatito LOL. Right, thank you for the follow over on Twitch, my man. Much love. Is there a way to hit more buttons on controller if you can't use back buttons? You can play like a custom button layout. So you could do something like in your controller settings, you could play something like evolved, button puncher or button jumper. Ninja's also a good one. My two favorites, or the ones that I would recommend out of the presets, are evolved and ninja. Let me take a quick look at this. Ninja, evolved. In my opinion, Ninja is superior to Evolved. Evolved, if you look at this, your crouch is on the right thumbstick, which means that while you're aiming and you're trying to crouch, you're actually messing up your aim because you're clicking on your aiming thumb. So Ninja lets you jump and crouch without touching your thumbstick. And then you have like free aim at the same time. The only issue with this is that your abilities are obviously moved to somewhere else, which might make it a little bit tougher for you to do those kind of things. But at the end of the day, your movement is going to be something that you're using in every single aspect of the game. Your abilities is something that you're using periodically throughout fights, if you even use them throughout a fight. Sometimes you don't even use them. But hey, you're always crouching, you're always jumping, you're always sliding, you're always wall jumping and bunny hopping and doing all sorts of crazy shit. So I would always prioritize movement over other parts of the game. Another one that you can do, I would just honestly use Ninja. You can go customize, but it's so much. There's so many different ones that you can do that it's gonna give me a headache to even try and think of them right now. But Ninja is by far the best one out of all of these if you want movement over anything else. Love you, Jaquan. Much love, bro. District, do you have any good tips for my friend? Apex is her gamer girl. First ever shooting game, and she just started playing Apex a few hours ago. She's on Xbox Series S. RIP for the Series S. I know the FPS on that isn't the best. Anyways, for someone getting into FPS, there's really only two things that you want to kind of focus on right now. And then once you kind of, you know, understand the bare minimum, Prince puts the skull emoji. Something that you want to learn right now is literally just the aiming mechanics. So different ways to control recoil, learn how to use your analog stick and flick and get shit like that done, and then learn the basic movement mechanics. Sliding, sprinting, instant sliding, running on a 45-degree angle, advanced sliding, bunny hopping if you can work it out with your buttons on controller, and then wall jumps. Everything else is kind of like extra. So focus on those things. And once you get somewhat decent at those, then you can start adding other stuff. But you don't need to worry about legend abilities and rotations and how to hold a fucking build. Dude, all that stuff is awesome if you're playing high ranked and if you're playing Pro League. Am I lagging, bro? Bro, what were my frames right there? Holy diarrhea frames, man. The issue with going back into cover, and it's not that you shouldn't go back into cover, but the issue with going back into cover without the intention to keep your health so that you can get back to putting pressure is that you let me hold that angle on you, and when you come out, I'm already watching you, right? So you really need to make sure that when you're holding that angle, oh, Uni, I think he put the skull because of what I said when I was like, gamer girl. Whoa. Yeah, I don't think he was putting a skull because of a girl. I don't think that's what he was saying. I think he was just like, dude, District, you're cringe for saying that. Bro. My frames are so fucking weird. Maybe he's the one that was actually being weird right there. I think he was lagging because my frames look solid. Yo, much love, Ethan. Well, that's up to 20. TTV wannabe 21. Came from Call of Duty, started season 22, got plat 4, then Diamond last split, learning the game, but recently switched to hold and crouch, and I noticed the shots hit more rather than toggle 100%. AFK? Nope. Oh. That was unfortunate that he just got Mozammed. I'm not gonna lie, I swapped to the Mozammed by accident. Kraber. Gonna hit the jump slide. In. No scope. Boom. Yeah, hold the crouch is way better. Oh my god, bro, I'm just doing too much right now. Hold the crouch is when you hold your crouch button rather than, Wow, dude, Mozam is a sniper rifle right now. Clicked on that bitch, motherfucker. But yeah, hold the crouch is way better because you have so much more control over your movement. You can crouch faster. You can choose when to exit your crouch sooner. You can do other mechanics that aren't actually possible, like elsewise, things like bunny hopping. You can't bunny hop with toggle. You can bunny hop with toggle crouch, but it's literally twice the amount of work. I would only play hold to crouch if you have back buttons. Bro, my aim. You're dead. Tap strafing will not save you. That's also not how you should be using tap strafing in the open. Oh, we lost another match. We gotta take a drink. Yeah, dude, Mozam, I didn't even realize that Mozam was that good. This is off topic, but District, have you ever played Cuphead? I've never played Cuphead. I've seen it before on games, but I've never actually played it. Yeah, Cronus chat, dude. Cronus, homie in chat said, Automonopia. I hope I said that right. On console, I've gone against hackers for this 1v1. I think that Cronus or whatever gives you 0 recoil. Dude, the console epidemic right now is so bad. It used to be that you couldn't cheat on console. But now, unfortunately, you can. There's so many ways that you can actually get aimbot on console now, and it's insane. It started in Call of Duty, and then once people realized that you could do it on COD, they realized that you could do it on Apex. And now you can do it pretty much on any game. You just need a PC to get aimbot. It's really bad. But yeah, like right now, console is infested with cheaters, and so is PC. There's so many ways that you can like cheat right now. There's so many ways that you can be cheating right now. It's actually insane. For instance, a lot of people don't realize this, but you can obviously use a Cronus, which plugs into your controller. People, especially streamers, are paying to get their Cronus or to get their controllers modded, and to get their Cronus actually installed into their controller. So you can have a Cronus under the shell of your controller. So when people are like, you're cheating, you can show your controller and be like, look, I'm not cheating. There's nothing on the outside. How am I a cheater? What the fuck? I'm dead, bro. I'm actually cooked because I just fell right there. Yeah, like, dude, what? I didn't even know you could fall right there. What the fuck? Yeah, what up, Knee Vegan? No effort to hold me, no effort to really put me in the open, just him peeking nonstop. Whoa! Yo, that guy got insane recoil control. Who was that? 1-inch Riz champ. Insane. What mousepad? This is the SP04 from Wallhack. I don't think Jaquan is spamming, is he? Oh, my aim is so bad. Low ground? Really? Whoa, you're lagging, bro. No kill cam at 1v1s? No. That would be cool if they added that. Oh my god, my aim right there was so bad. I think what Apex could do to really lower the cheating, like the cheater population, is they could maybe not easily. What they could do is they could do what Fortnite's doing right now, where they're actually going out of their way to sue cheaters. Right now in Fortnite, they're actually suing a cheater who competed in a tournament and had won over $175,000 in earnings. They're going after him really hard. And he ignored every lawsuit, every email, letter that they sent him. And instead, now with what they're doing... Instead, now what they're doing, or rather, the lawsuit went to the courts, to a judge, and the judge agreed that this person needs to pay back all that money and that they're getting fined. Or rather, you know, they're in serious legal implications here. So I think if Apex was doing the same thing and they were going after people that were cheating, playing in tournaments and cheating, just cheating in general, and they were suing them and, you know, basically attacking them for exploiting their game and such, I think they would find, like, that, a lot of people would be scared to cheat because, like, why would you spend hundreds of dollars on cheating softwares, on Cronus Zens and shit like that? You know, you invest all this time in playing ranked to get a badge, and then you get caught for cheating. You get banned on everything that is EA, everything that is through Epic. You can no longer play any of their games. You get hardware banned, Wi-Fi banned, like whatever banned. And then on top of that, they come after you with a lawsuit, and now you owe them hundreds or thousands of dollars. Dude, people would get scared to cheat. People would not take that risk. If that was a threat, if EA made an example out of someone, I don't think that people would be willing to take that chance. I know I fucking wouldn't. That's why I don't cheat to begin with. I don't want to ruin my reputation as a coach, and now I just am fucked for my career, right? These cheaters, you know, they get caught. Who fucking cares? You know, they never showed their face to begin with. They can just go make a new account and pretend to be someone else, put on a voice changer or whatever, and they can go play Pro League again. Right? But if they're coming after you legally, dude, one fuck up and you're fucked for life. You know, you're in generational debt because EA does not fuck around. So I seriously think if, you know, if they did what Fortnite is doing and they actually came after people who are cheating, bro, GG's. Cheaters are done. Cheaters are gone. Any tips on finding my sense? I'm new to keyboard and mouse. That's a great question. It's really hard. I would not say that it's something that you kind of just do overnight. What I would consider is try to play a low to medium sense. Find something that you are somewhat consistent with. And aim train a lot. The more that you aim train, the more that you're going to find that you are consistent in one certain area. Another thing you could do is you could hire, like in Apex, not in Apex, you could hire an aim coach. I hired one named Titanos not too long ago. He gave me a lot of good insight as to my sensitivity. I actually lowered my sensitivity by a sixth of what it was before. I play 0.6 instead of 0.69 or 0.7, right? But I would suggest play like a medium sense, because it's not really something that you can just, hey, play the sense and you're good. Play a medium sense. That's usually like the best for Apex. It offers, you know, stability in your tracking. It offers, you know, somewhat decently fast flicks, depending on how hard you can flick. Your switching is not going to be all that bad. Movement is fairly decent on like medium-ish sensitivity. And then from there, you can either increase it if it fits your playstyle or decrease it if it fits your playstyle, just based off of like your skill level and your genetics. But finding a sensitivity is something that I'm not really the best at helping with. So I can really only give you like some very basic tips or, you know, pointers. People use voice changers? Oh, 100%, bro. Dude, Pirate Software uses... Well, Pirate Software, I don't know if you know who that is. He doesn't necessarily use a voice changer. But he uses an EQ like I do. I use an EQ on my microphone to, you know, lower the highs, increase the lows, and make it sound, you know, more studio-like. Bro, you gotta hit one shot. Yeah, biggest tip to finding your sense is don't change your sensitivity every day. That's actually an amazing tip. I'm gonna lose this for sure. Oh, maybe not. That was a really close 1v1 though. Whoa, 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 I'm cooked. I have to hit every shot and he has to miss every one of his. He's gonna pre-fire me. Yeah, that's a hard one. How do you deal with players that are aggressive and push hard? Hold angles and create space. So this guy started walking up on me. What I would start doing is I would start pre-firing where he's playing. Oh, he's gonna actually, he should walk up on me right now. I'm gonna create space. He has to walk through a more open area. Force him in the open. And I'm gonna hold angles on him. I'm not gonna let him peek out. Right. But then it gets to a point where the more that you hold, which is what you should be doing, the more that they can use that against you and let you hold and then just push off of your reloads. But in general, you have to focus on holding that angle on them and then using their passivity to either walk up on them or create more space, force them into the open again. Create more space, force them into the open again. And you basically get to chisel away on their health to a point where you can either push them or they'll back off and you guys can just both fully heal. Disher, can I get a session longer than 30 minutes? Yeah, I offer 1, 2, and 3 hour sessions. You notice how he didn't pre-fire, he didn't hold me at all, so every time I came off of my cover, it's really easy to just push. That's what I'm talking about. You notice how that lifeline I fought a while back, even though she knocked me, notice how she didn't push as hard on me because I was holding her back a little bit. Right now, he's doing a good job of pre-firing and holding me. But when he pushed, he didn't push off of, you know, me looking away. He just pushed while I was watching. For Express, yeah, you should be able to for Express. I feel like that was actually a good player, but he just played that awkwardly. Like, he played very reactionary. Once he saw me moving around, he's like, oh, I didn't realize this was like a above average player. Roller for ranked. Controller player got 1 meg by mouse and keyboard player. The longer your session is, the bigger of a discount that I offer. Peek me. Eddie. Time to go to YouTube. Oh, my bad, bro. Were you messaging me or something? Or do you get ads? Bro, I love aim training, bro. Jaquan. How much for 3-hour session? 3-hour session depends on oh damn, he got that off. Oh boy. Got you. Got you. Oh, got you. Oh, I'm baiting him. I'm baiting him. Come at me. Dude, oh my god, I found the secret trick to like winning your boxing fights on M&K. You walk towards him, and as he's walking towards you, you jump and you tap strafe back so that when he punches, you're tap strafing away from it, and then you punch and it lunges you forward into him. So it's like, it looks like this. Boom! Oh, bro, it's like a fucking Superman punch on him, bro. It's like a fucking fadeaway. Like, where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? Boom! That was hot. You think content creator AX is cheating? You do, yeah. It's already majorly confirmed. He's a massive cheater. I don't know if he's using aimbot or anything like that. I'm fairly certain he uses a Cronus. He never shows his face. He never shows the kill feed. He never shows the champion. AX is not cheating. GNG. What does GNG mean? Going nuclear. Gnomes. I don't know what that means. Have you seen how many times him and his brother whiff their whole mag? Okay. You can... Okay. Let's talk about this for a second. I'm going to just name off 5 different ways of cheating that would still include you missing shots. 1, wall hacks. 2, Cronus or Zimming, which basically means that you are using anti-recoil cheats, or you're using mouse and keyboard on a controller, which gives you aim assist, right? The game thinks you're playing M&K, but you're actually playing controller. 3, or hold on, I guess Cronus and Zim, I'll count that as 1. So we're on 2. 3, you're bot lobbying, meaning you're a high level and you're loading into really low level lobbies for really good SBMM, and then you shit on a whole bunch of dog shit players. 4, you're actually aimbotting. 5, I don't even know if there is like a 5th like way to cheat. Hold on, let me actually think about this, because I don't know what you can do with cheats. Scripting, right? So this could be movement scripts. This could be things like auto wall jumps, auto zipline mantle jumps. It could be auto tap strafes. It could be auto advanced slides, or it could be a script to control your recoil. It could be a script to swap your weapons really fast. It could be a script to swap armors inside of death boxes instantaneously, perfect every single time. There's so many different ways to cheat, and there's so many different ways to hide cheating at the same time. I was saying earlier in the stream, there are companies that sell controllers with Cronus, right? The anti-recoil bullshit that you plug into your controller built inside of the controller, meaning they disassemble the Cronus, they disassemble the controller, and then they put it inside of the actual controller so that there's no visible shit, meaning you could possibly go to a LAN and no one would know that you have a Cronus until you shoot your gun. Now, I don't know if AX is... Actually, you know what, bro? Dude, you want to look at his aim right now? Do you want to... I'll show you if this guy's cheating or not. Also, you can also toggle your cheats, right? That is just something that I think everyone obviously knows. You can toggle your cheats. You can turn it on, you can toggle it, you can turn it off with the press of a button. So he could have a fucking foot pedal, right? And he could be, you know what? I'm doing really good this game. Let me turn off my cheats real quick so that it looks more realistic, right? Where he could shit on one person, turn it off, miss every shot on the next person, turn it back on, shit on the next person, right? What's his name again? AX or some bullshit like that. AX though, 100, dude, I promise you, I can guarantee you this. He is 1,000,000 fucking % bot lobbying. 1,000,000%. I will die on this hill on my mother's life. He is using bot lobbies. Let me show you 2 perfect reasons why this is, 1, not just possible, but 2, probably 100% true. Number 1, AX, whatever the fuck his name is, right? I'm just gonna call him retard. All right, retard. I'm gonna cancel for that. Asshole, you know, whatever. Dildo god over here never shows the champion. The reason why, if you showed the champion, it would show their badges. It would show their it would show fuck, my bad. It would show their badges. It would show the lobby's skill bar at the bottom, and third, it would show their names. The names is very important because you can go to, I'll show you, let me exit here. You can go to apextracker.com and you can search someone's player ID and it will tell you their rank, their KD, recent games they've had, what kills they were dropping in their recent games. It will tell you the stats of every single player in the world. Every single player in the world. Right? So when you go back, oh, I just exited out by accident. When you go to his games, he never shows the champion squad. Never. As on top of that, he doesn't show the kill feed anymore. He's turned it off. He doesn't show you the names anymore. Because in the past, people were reverse searching these names and they were calling him out for only killing golds, silvers, and rookies, bronze players. Always. He was getting called out so much because of this. Right? Now, this is just, you know, him cheating with bot lobbies. Right? Does he cheat with... Oh, hold on. I have music playing. Does he cheat with like recoil scripts? There's 2 easy ways to tell if he cheats with recoil scripts or if he's aimbotting or if he's doing anything of like that kind of nature. Number 1 is, does he have general aiming mechanics? Like, does he have the fundamentals of aiming already locked down? By that, what that basically means is when he's aiming, is he doing techniques like aim smoothing? Is he jitter aiming, right? Is he controlling the recoil pattern of specific weapons? A really easy way to tell if he's using something like a Cronus is his aim, his recoil with every single gun will stay relatively at the exact same level the entire time. Different guns have different recoil patterns, which means that you have to master every single one of those guns to keep your aim perfect. So if he's perfect with every fucking gun and he's not doing something like aim smoothing to control his recoil, that's a telltale sign that he's using something like a Cronus or he's using recoil scripts. Another easy way to tell is when he aims down sight. This is more so something that you'll see with Zim I don't know if Cronus does this, but I know it's something that you can do with Zim. I saw in a recent video from someone who is exposing cheaters. Your reticle will do little circles because it's trying to turn on your aim assist. It's trying to keep your aim assist active the entire time. The way that your aim assist gets activated is by moving your right and your left thumbstick. Directional aim assist, like your body moving, and then also something like, you know, you just basically moving your crosshair and shit. Yeah, here we go. So when you look at his gameplay, you want to look for two different things. When he's aiming down sight, is his crosshair jittering, which by the way, you can't jitter aim on controller. It's near impossible. Right? And then on top of that, is he doing any like recoil techniques? Is he aim smoothing and shit like that? He aim smooth there. That was really, you know, that was clean. If that was actual recoil control.
Shooting at my fences. Oh my goodness. Let's use enemy damage. Reduces.
Also, I don't know if you guys know this. He actually doesn't do live commentary. He plays a bot lobby. He pops off. He focuses on winning a game. And then he goes back and then he records his voice over that match. So you're not really watching him talking and playing. You're watching him talk after he played. Which is why he's talking and playing the entire time. Yeah, I don't think he aim smooth at all right there.
Reduces. Cooldown. I mean, oh no. I thought I killed the...
He's not aim smoothing. So again, it doesn't mean that he's cheating just because he didn't aim smooth. I'm gonna lower this a little bit here. Hold on, go like 0.25 speed. The slower you go, the harder it is to like recognize certain things, right? But what you'll notice is his crosshair literally does not move up at all. His crosshair stays at the exact same level the entire time. He has perfect recoil every single time he shoots. He's not aim smoothing, which means that he's holding that crosshair down perfectly, right? He's pulling his thumbstick down the exact amount he needs to. But not just that, every single time that bullet, that recoil kicks in, not every bullet is the exact same. There's a recoil pattern, but that pattern is not the exact same every time. The pattern might be, you know, soft left, hard right, straight up, soft left. But then the next time you do it, it's not soft left, it's actually medium left, hard right, medium left, straight up. So there's a general pattern that it follows. Easy to control. Controlling it perfect every time is literally impossible. So when you go and you watch his gameplay and you slow it down to 0.25 speed and you see that his crosshair does not move at all every single time, it's because he's using scripts, he's using a Cronus, he's zimming, he's using aimbot, he's using something, right? And the reason why he does it is because one, hey, dude, look at me, I'm this awesome player, give me all this attention. And two, like the money that you get on YouTube from, no offense, the people who are watching this, like the bots who think that this is good gameplay, you're giving him so much money off of like the ad revenue and all that shit. That's why all of his videos are an hour long, is because you guys just don't realize that for the hour you're sitting down watching this guy smoke literal fucking bots, he's cheating the whole time. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna stop ranting about this because I will literally talk about cheaters for hours. Is Marlon cheating? I don't think so. I mean, he might be. Look at this. Look at his brother, because I asked him and he said his brother is better. You will see him in the videos. It's AX brother 99. Bro, if AX is cheating, his brother's probably cheating. Dude, like when you got someone like that in the family, it's usually not just one individual, especially when it's like, especially if he also makes content, like, yo, dude, Jake, man, dude, dude, look at all this money I'm making off of YouTube. Dude, everyone is like following me, dude, look at all the likes on this video, look at all the comments, dude, everyone loves this stuff. Dude, oh man, did you see that game I had? Dude, I dropped a 30 bomb, bro. Dude, I had a 5K. That's crazy, man. Yo, dap me up. That's awesome. Good shit. How are you so good? Dude, I got a fucking Cronus, man. If you have a brother, if you have family, right, you're probably gonna tell your brother, you know, what you're doing so that he can do the same shit and you guys can like pop off together. They both make clips for SKA videos. I don't know what SK is. For the same, yeah, he's cheating too. I can guarantee it. He's cheating. Do you know if, I don't know who Kisara777 is. I've never heard of them before. So I would have no idea. I have no idea if Marlon's a cheater or not. I follow him on Twitter. I know he's really cracked at movement. But I don't know if he's a cheater. I also have not really looked into his gameplay at all. I know he's an insane movement guy on console. That's all I know though. He's the #1 Wraith. He has a Japanese name. I have no idea, bro. Marlon is sus? I look at his clips. I don't think he is, though. Bro, I don't know why his profile picture is messy, bro. And his background is Juice World. And he makes Apex content. He's got sports and music as his profile. Like, whatever. 14 minutes of impossible movement. Have I seen HV Apex? I've not, no. Yeah, good aim. Good aim. Dash back in. Good aim. Aim smooth. Good movement. Super glide. Oh shit, hold on, I'm in a match. Okay, so let's go back to this clip here. Oh, that was hot. A lot of his clips are like PKs and shit, huh? We'll look at his clips here in a sec. I don't believe he's a cheater, though. Oh my god, 92 headshot. Yo, Killer, can you ask that question in a second? I think that's a good question. I want to be able to read it and actually give it a legit... Just like my BFF came to Apex from R6. Any idea why he is so good with aim but have bad Apex games? Yeah, because I mean, R6 and Apex is two completely different games, right? Like he has good aim from R6 because R6 doesn't have aim assist on controller. I'm assuming he's controller, so he's coming over to a game that actually has aim assist, and he's like, "Yo, bro, I'm popping off now. What the fuck?" Right? The reason why he's having bad games, he doesn't understand Apex movement. He doesn't understand, you know, Apex game sense. In Siege, it's all about holding angles and controlling situations. Apex is very similar, but the way that you do it is totally different. Make you miss shots. You're one shot. Now you're one shot. 360. Oh, hold up. Right, so it's just two completely different play styles that he's just not used to. That's why he has good aim, but he's bad at everything else. Oh, it was a Twitch streamer. It was a Twitch streamer. Flip it and ship it, chat. Yo, he actually fried me right there at the very end. Only pop stompers you trust is Caution and Fade. Those are two pretty legit players. Which is important, aim or movement? Aim first, movement second. Movement creates plays for you, but aim is what's actually gonna like win those plays. I don't know what he was doing. Can I show the hand cam? Yeah. Yo, good shots. Holy, fried me. Yeah, Fox, you're definitely right about R6 in that regard. Bro, all that movement for what? That's what I'm talking about, right? When a homie in the chat just asked what's better, movement or aim. He moved. He definitely moved, but bro, I've been aim training for like 6 hours every day for the last week. There's nothing that you can do in this game that I have not practiced in my aim trainer on aim labs, bro. GG. Cheers. All right, let's go back to what homie was asking in the chat a second ago. So I do actually want to read that message. It won't let me scroll up. I scrolled way too far. Can I show hand cam? Oh, I think it was the hey, my boyfriend came to R6 question, right? Yo, what up, Boogie? Boogie with a hoodie. What's the best Apex player in your opinion? That 1 hour aim training video and lock in. Oh, I just read two chats at once. What the fuck? Who's the best Apex player in your opinion? When it comes to best Apex player, there's so many different factors that go into it. It could be, you know, aim, game sense, movement, how they control situations. Like there's so many things that you can kind of talk about that is going to make a player good or bad. Right? So how can you possibly kind of pick who is the best? Someone could be really good in aim, really bad at movement, decent game sense. Godlike aim, godlike movement, zero game sense. Right? So who is the best? I don't know. I don't know every pro, so it's really hard to say. I could be leaving a lot of people out. In terms of movement, one person that I will say, Fade is maybe not the best person to use movement. He's one of the best at using movement with game sense. The way that Fade uses his movement, not the mechanics that he's able to accomplish, but the way that he's able to utilize the skills that he has, is by far one of the best amongst all the movement players. Lemonhead is way better at movement than Fade is, but I think Fade is a lot better at using it and making plays with it. Lemonhead is just really good at, for lack of a better word, I'm going to use this one, exploiting or abusing his movement. And then because of that, right, he can pick up really easy kills because people just don't know how to play around that. But at the same time, Lemonhead doesn't use and again, I don't stalk these guys, so I have no idea to like the 100th degree how much they're able to play a certain way. Lemonhead uses his movement as a way to just confuse people. Fade uses his movement as a tool more than anything else. And I'm not trying to glaze no one. I'm just saying what I've seen in the recent past. Koiful is definitely really good. Zero is really good. Imperial Hal. One thing I'll say about Imperial Hal, his mechanics are good. His game sense is amazing. Verholst, his mechanics are amazing. His game sense is good. Zero, I have no idea. Koiful, I have no idea. And Vinny, I've never heard of. So I wouldn't be able to talk on that. Yo, what up, Erudite? I butchered that. I'm sorry, bro. Yo, Melody, thank you for the follow. Disher, how many hours do you think you need to play to get really good in controller aim? Any tips? Thanks. How long do you have to play? As long as possible, man. Dude, good is a concept. Good is not a thing, right? Like, what is good? Fuck if I know. Masters, Pred? Dude, I've seen people in Pred who fucking suck. So, what is good? I don't know. How long do you have to play to get good? I would probably say anywhere from like 500 to 1,000 hours, you'll be good, right? But even people who have played that long, dude, I know people, I have customers who come to me who have played longer than I have. And they are leagues worse than me. So time has nothing to do with it. You could spend 5 hours and triple your skill in aim training properly, than you could playing Apex for 500 hours straight. Right? So I would say it really comes down to just how hard and how effectively or how efficient you practice. Let's say maybe 100 hours, 200 hours of really good aim training. And you can have really good aim. I have about 100-ish hours, maybe 150, maybe 200 of aim training on Aim Labs, Kovacs, and R5 Reloaded. I'm thinking of getting Horizon Elite 3 from Storeforge. Do you think it's a good PC worth? Do you want to copy and paste what you just said and write it to me in a second so that I can actually look it up? And then after this match, what I'll do is I'll go to that website, I'll take a look at it for you, and I'll let you know. I don't know a lot about PCs, but I might be able to give you... You know what? Yeah, it's actually a good PC. I don't know if it's good for the price. Is it cheating to use a controller on PC? No, it's not cheating, bro. Definitely not, Jess. Cheating is when you do things outside of, like... Whoa, he's gonna kick my ass here. One shot and he wins. Oh, wow. I need to hit a heady here. Yeah. Yeah, cheating is when you, like, do something, like, outside of the game that affects the inside of the game. Right? So if I was using, like, a software that, like, did aiming for me, then yeah, I would be considered a cheater. Bro, what are you doing? Why are you playing in the fucking bush? What sense am I using? I'm using 0.69, or my bad, I'm using 0.6 in-game sense. You're not going to peek? I'm just going to come right to you, bro. Bro, what is my aim doing, bro? What is that? Oh my god. I use 0.6 in-game sense and 1600 DPI. What sense are you currently using? It looks like you're moving your mouse way less than I do. I'm playing... Oh, dude, I'm moving my mouse way more than you, bro. It could just be the angle of things. It could be the skates that I'm using. It's gonna change my my game a little bit, my sensitivity a little bit. Did it give me a narrow defeat? I think narrow defeat is like when you're like 50 HP or under. I like to hold my angle to apply pressure. I like to pre-fire angles so that people walk into it. And when you hold an angle on someone, it makes it so that you can peek them before they peek you. So if I hold that angle on them, right? Look at how much damage I got off before he could even start shooting his gun. Right? I know that you're going to move to that angle. I saw you walk in that spot. I'm going to hold you on that area. I know you peek that side. I'm going to keep pressure on that side. He just made the mistake of shooting non-stop. You just jiggle peeking. Jiggle peeking, don't get me wrong, you want to jiggle peek. Jiggle peeking is a tool, it's not something that you just do. Right? You jiggle peek to manage your health. You manage your health when you need to manage your health. Right? So right now, manage my health, and then I can re-peek them. So you can use jiggle peeking as a tool to do something and then play off of the result that it would give you. Just like how I'm holding an angle on someone. It's going to give me results, and I'm going to use that result a specific way. I'm not going to just hold an angle to hold an angle. I'm not going to jiggle peek to just jiggle peek. Right there, I'm holding pressure. Maybe I'm not pre-firing him on that right side, right? But I'm holding that angle, so as soon as I see a pixel come off that cover, I can flick it over to it. Him... well, he's moving into the cover, so he loses line of sight. He doesn't know where I'm playing. When he comes out, he has to find that angle again. So again, you don't just do things to do things. Yo, chat, did I have a perfect game right there? I don't think I died a single time, right? That's a celebration, I think, to take a drink. Nice. So again, I don't just do things to do things. I do things knowing that there is a specific result that will come out of that. And then I play off of that result. I die 2 times. Dude, just shh. No, I didn't. Shut up. Love you. Appreciate you letting me know, though. Homie in the chat said, we have almost identical setup. I use SkyPad 3 with GPX super light. Think it might be the skates. Hold on, what am I playing with? So we all kind of have close setups. You have the SP3, I have the SP4, and I have the limited edition version that is slightly slower than the original SP4 or SkyPad 4 from Wallhack. GPX, that's G Pro Superlight. Yeah, G Pro X Superlight. So that's not the X2, that's the last one if I'm not mistaken, right? I got a Razer Viper V34, so different mouse, different pad, same company on the pad, but yeah, you think it might be the skates, he says. So here's the thing with skates. Different skates have different thicknesses. So for instance, the thickness on this skate here is so much smaller than the thickness on my default skates that came with this mouse. So because of that, right? Homie in the chat said, yo, you just fought me, GG. Much love, bro. Much love, gang. But the thickness on these skates is going to raise your sensor off of your mouse pad more, which means that instead of maybe reading at 1600 DPI, maybe now it's reading at like 1700 DPI, or now it's reading at like, in exaggeration, 800 DPI. So how close your sensor is, or how far your sensor is going to change how your sensor is picking up on what is on your table, on your mouse pad. Right? Another thing too, the texture of your mouse pad is also going to either register more or less than whatever mouse pad that Razer or Logitech or whatever tested their mice on when they, you know, gave it like a 1600 DPI calculation. So usually, let's just take Razer as an example, their 1600 DPI is calculated on a Razer mouse pad, right? So if you were to take it and then you were to put on a different mouse pad, it might actually be slightly different. Now, that is why, you know, going from one person's sensitivity to another is not really going to help you because you don't have the same gear as them. So it's actually not going to be the same sensitivity to begin with. District, let's go back here. District, I have a question. If you get hip fired by 33 times in a row, is it luck, skill issue, or is it like what I think aimbotting? It kind of depends. How close are you? If you're getting hip fired from like more than 15 meters, excuse me twice, excuse me 3 times, hat trick. I would say that's kind of like, that's very sus. If it was a G7, different story. G7 has insanely accurate hip fire. I sometimes kill pro players using SMGs with the G7 hip fire because the G7 hip fire is so accurate. It's insane. It's, in my opinion, it's very underrated, right? So 30-30, not really that accurate, especially in a hip fire. So I would definitely say if someone's hitting you very accurately with the 30-30 and they're not really close to you, like 5 to 15 meters, it's probably sus. What is the benefit of having an arm sleeve? So this is my arm pressing in with the sleeve. This is my arm without a sleeve. Oh shit. So the difference is with a sleeve or without a sleeve is that with a sleeve, you're not going to get as much resistance. So when you move your mouse, it's really easy to have smooth tracking. I would really only use the sleeve on glass. I wouldn't really use the sleeve on cloth. You could, but depending on how abrasive your cloth pad is, it could actually possibly just make it worse. Have you ever had a client who's just so terrible to coach? Do you want one? Jess, I'd be more than happy to take on any client of any skill level. That's my job as a coach, is to come help everyone. Now, I have actually had customers who I actually refuse to keep working with because it's not that they sucked to the point that it was almost unbearable, but it was because they refused to actually try to get better. Instead, what they just wanted was they just wanted me to carry them, and I don't care. I don't really care to carry people. I literally had a customer for a whole year straight. At the end of every single split, he would hire me the week before the split ended. Hey, I'm gold. Can you carry me to masters? I don't think he touched me a single time. GG. Holding an angle and pre-firing, you're expecting the opposing... Hold on, give me a second. Whoa, he shit on me, bro. Alright, who hits that next burst? I do, but I don't hit a good one. I hit one bullet off of it. District, when pre-firing and holding an angle, you're expecting the opposing player to either peek and get on mag or back off, because that's a hard one. I need to actually take a second so I can understand what you're trying to say, bro. Wait 2 minutes and I'll answer that again. Just copy it and get ready to paste it for me. His boss is taking a break, dude. I love him, bro. He's such a nice guy. Where am I going? Here I am. How the matches? We've won a lot so far. I'm getting, maybe not drunk, but I'm definitely getting a little tipsy here. Bro. That guy, bro. He needs to get off the R5 movement server. He needs to get on the R5 aiming server, bro. That guy just did not have the movement. I mean, the aim. Better movement than I have, though. I will give him that. Yo, his movement is actually really good. Just not good with his aiming. Okay. Homie said, District, when holding an angle and pre-firing, you're expecting the opposing player to either peek or get one-megged or back off because of the pressure so you can push. Yes and no. So again, you're pre-firing to create a result and you're playing off of the result. When I'm holding an angle on someone and I'm shooting the angle that they were playing and I'm just holding that angle, I'm just laying it on their corner. I'm doing that so that one of two things happens. One, he walks into my shot. So if I'm shooting, I'm shooting right here, I'm shooting right here, I'm shooting right here, I'm shooting right here, and then I step, and then that person steps into it. He's getting hit for it. He's gonna want to look away. There's no one looking, so I can walk up on him. All right. The second thing that happens, I'm shooting. He does not want to get hit. He does not want to get hit by these shots, so he stays looking away. And I use that and I fucking walk up on his ass, right? What you're doing with holding angles and pre-firing and putting pressure, keyword is pressuring someone. You're playing off of the result that has to happen, otherwise that guy is going to get absolutely shit on. That result is he has to look away, because if he doesn't, he will get shit on. You're shooting first, so he walks into your shot first. You're shooting first, so you see him first. You're watching the open. He's coming out with no idea exactly where you are, right? So you're creating an advantage, and you're playing off of the results that it will give you. It's no different. Whoa, voice crack. I'm 25 and I'm still hitting puberty, I guess, right? It's no different than, like, if I pull a gun on you at the dollar store, there's going to be a result coming from that. There's only so many results that are going to happen. One is you're going to go, whoa, dude, I'll let you suck my dick. Relax. Okay, dude, I'm so sorry. The second thing is you're going to fucking walk away. And the third thing is he's probably going to take a swing at you because he doesn't want that gun in his face, right? There's only so many things that can happen. And if those things don't happen, then there's going to be a serious punishment for not reacting appropriately to that. So when I'm pressuring someone, right, I'm playing, and I answered your question already, and it's pretty much what you had already said. You already answered it yourself, right? I think you were just asking to confirm. You're playing off of things that have to happen, right? And if they don't, you just get an insane benefit out of it. That shit turned dark real quick by dollar store. Yeah, bro. Dude, crazy shit be happening at the dollar store. Oh my god, I went to the dollar store the other day because my girlfriend is a girl. By the way, chat, Lexi's birthday was on the 24th. So, yo, put, W's in the chat and happy birthday to Lexi. She just turned, I won't say her age in case she doesn't want me to, but hey, she just turned a certain age, so love you, Lex. Happy birthday, belated. But I was at the dollar store and dude, the grungiest looking, like, country redneck crack whore. Whore's a bad word. I'm sorry. I didn't mean. She's not a whore. I don't know what the fuck she does with her ass, right? Or her mouth. Anyways, was walking in front of me, and the whole time I'm thinking, like, damn, bro, she be looking like she's about to rob this place, man. Like the way that she's walking into the store does not look sincere. You know, it does. She be walking like she's about to do something crazy. And then sure enough, I saw her put something in her pants. So, in his description, it says personal coaching. Yeah, I do a lot of personal coaching. I also coach teams, and I coach individuals on teams. It's not too often I coach pro teams. Dude, the thing with coaching pro teams, bro, is like and this is what you'll find with a lot of pro coaches. Orgs cannot afford our rates. They just can't. They can afford the rates for 3 players because those players are going to give them content. They're going to win tournaments for them. All that. They can milk their players. You can't really milk a coach for cash. You can't really use your coach to make money other than winning those tournaments and making your players better. So usually coaches don't get good salaries, and because of that, they don't get good coaches. It's one of the reasons why I'm not hired. I make more money coaching individuals casually from like rookie rank, people who are brand new to FPS, to like semi-pro and pro players, you know, outside of comp, than some of my close pro coaches who have taken teams to LAN and actually won or placed top 3. I've got a better salary than them because their orgs just don't want to pay, which is one of the reasons why you don't see me on a pro team. Because I just don't want to make peanuts compared to what I'm making right now. Do you think NRG is going to win, by the way? Oh, God, bro, dude, I got no idea. I haven't watched Pro League in forever, man. What playlist should you use to get better at close range aiming on aim labs? I can go over that here in a second. Dude, that box sucks because you can see under the box and you can see their footsteps, so you know when to shoot. He can't see my footsteps. You friends with Psycho? I am, man. Psycho is my really good friend. I've been friends with him for like years. I love Anthony so much. He's such a bro. Turn off Zim next match. I didn't think he would. I mean, I knew he would spam the B20, but I didn't. For some reason, my brain didn't actually think he would. Bro, I don't think you can Zim on M and K, can you? He beat me there? Chat, if you go back and watch that in 0.25 speed, you will see I got that shot off, I swear to God. Also, super kick Mochi Empire with the $2 super chat. How do I apply for coaching? Sorry for not the smartest. Bro, you're totally fine. Dude, my bad. Sorry I didn't see that message. If you look in the description down below on YouTube, which is what you're watching on right now, you'll see that you can book a coaching session with the link in the description down below. Now, just so the chat knows, if you are interested in booking a coaching session, I actually don't have any availability until late August or September because I'm already fully booked out. So if you want to get coaching, there's just really not too many options to get coaching like instantly right now. Oh. 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 I couldn't get a good shot on him. Right now you have a 21-inch monitor. A little small, but still a good size. Oh, he smoked me, bro. Who was that? Jimmy didn't goon emote. Damn, he actually hit some really solid shots right there. Dude, now I'm actually starting to get washed. Look you. We'll kick it back up here in a sec, though. Next match for sure. .32-inch monitor, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually like hella overkill for FPS. Especially competitive FPS. I would say like the max you want to go on competitive FPS is 27 inches. The reason why is you want to be able to see individual pixels. So 24 inches lets you get really close to your monitor. Bro, how did I miss? 27 inches lets you get really 24 inches lets you get really close to your monitor. 27 inches lets you have it about 1.5 feet away from your face. And you can still kind of see individual pixels. But once you start going past 27 inches, bro, monitor's huge. It's really awesome, especially if you're playing like role-playing games, GTA, Red Dead, racing games, and shit like that. But you just can't see everything that you want to see, right? All right, someone was asking, what is a good playlist on Aim Labs, right? Oh, I actually have Aim Labs still open. Look at that. Look at that. So on Aim Labs, when you're practicing close tracking, close shooting, close aiming, keyword close aiming, you want to practice things that are obviously close. When it comes to tracking, what I would suggest, I'll give you a couple ideas. I can't give you a playlist because I don't actually have Aim Labs specific playlists that I play. I have Kovacs playlists that I play, but Kovacs cost money, right? Not everyone has it. So let me go to my... Oh, I don't have that. Oh, I don't have it here. What's it called? This is not the account that I have for Aim Labs. This is not my Aim Labs account. What's it called? So a good one that you can play is called Zach Sphere. Did I spell sphere right? I spell sphere. Hold on. Here it is. Zach Sphere Voltaic. So this is a really good one for up close aiming. The reason why is because up close you have players who change directions quickly. So this drill is perfect because you're going to be primarily wrist aiming with heavy hard flicks into the new direction that your target's moving. So this is in general a really good one for you to practice. It's going to help you practice when you're playing up close and someone's in front of you and they change directions. It's going to help you practice flicking on over to where he is and get back to hitting shots. Console Aim Labs hit different? It probably does. Another really good one that you can practice is... I have it here in my favorites. I don't see it anywhere. Another one that you can practice is Smoothbot. I don't know which one though. There's so many different ones, so you'd have to find a good one here. Let's try this one maybe. Oh, fuck. It's like a random one, so it has to load. I'll show you on Kovacs. So you want to practice things for M&K. You want to practice smooth motions, and then you want to practice big flicks, right? So you want to be able to flick hard over to where your opponent has changed direction. So doing things like smoothness training on Kovacs, right? Or you could find a smooth bot or a smooth sphere or a smooth drill, right? You want to be able to practice keeping that constant push on your mouse and staying on target that whole time, right? This is a really important one for you to be working on. Obviously, this is Kovacs and not aimless, but you can find something very similar to it. And then another one that you could also practice with, I already closed aim labs, didn't I? Another one that you could practice on aim labs, again, it's just going to be something that encourages you to practice flicking over to your target and then keeping a smooth motion. So flick, smooth, flick, smooth, flick, smooth. So what you can actually do in the benchmarks, let me see if I can find the right one. Jump switch, no, not jump switch. Skate switch is a good one. Forces you to kind of flick when they jump up into the air, and then smooth track your opponent. So this is in the Aim Labs benchmarks section, in the switching area. Oh my god, I'm choking. So that's a really good one. It's called jump switch. No, skate switch. Another good one is droid switch, I think is what it's called. Yeah, droid switch is also a really good one. So it practices short, snappy flicks with very short strafes. You have to flick over to your target. And then it will start to transition into really long strafes. But it should transition any second, there we go, into really long strafes that you have to try and practice tracking. With still some fairly, I wouldn't necessarily say heavy flicks, but it definitely forces you to flick into your target. So those would be like the ones that I would recommend, like, practicing. Alright gang, we're gonna wrap up here. I'm gonna play like one more match, and then we're gonna end stream. It's getting kind of late, and I want to go hang out with my lady. Does Universal Sense Finder actually work with helping find your sense? I have no idea. It's really long, so I've never gone through an actual whole thing of trying to find my sense. So I honestly, I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. I really don't know. What I will tell you it does, though, I'm sure it works to some degree. I'm sure it's not perfect, but I'm sure it does work. Otherwise, Aim Labs wouldn't have it. They wouldn't publish something that isn't actually useful. What it does is it forces you to practice big movements, small movements, flicks, switches, and tracks. And then it finds a sensitivity that is the most in between, so that your tracking, your flicking, and all that stuff is roughly the same score. So it will do the best to find the best in between sensitivity, but that also doesn't correlate to maybe you just really suck at flicking. Good aim, buddy. Dead slide. Which of your packages would be best, or just choose something? Honestly, dude, they're all pretty much the exact same. The only difference is going to be the time packages. Bro, it's like 2 rounds back to back. I get the guy 1 shot, and that last shot just doesn't connect in time. I would say a really good package to start off with is the 1v1s, figure out what's going wrong. If you want to come back and you want to work on some in-game stuff, then we can definitely do that as well. Whoa, okay, time to stop drinking because my aim is bad. God, I killed him and I stopped shooting. Why do you swing so far out? I don't mean to. Honestly, I'm kind of just drunk. But my goal is to kind of swing out. That way I can just start shooting my gun. And hold an angle on them. Another thing too is you want to be, not that you want to, but by swinging out, when you push him back into his cover, you can use that to, because you are already swung out, you can start walking up quicker because you've covered more distance already. So as I hold him, then I can start swinging out. Rebel shots. I can basically swing out already really far, hold him in his cover, and then swing up more as opposed to swinging after holding from where I started. Right, so you kind of get a head start on your movement, but I would really only do that if you're really far away or in a situation like this where you want to kind of close this space. I swear I was clicking on his head and it just was not clicking. Because then I would start pushing up. Now, when they ego challenge you, you're kind of stuck there. When they just keep shooting back, you can't leave the open. What's the easiest recoil guns to control? Probably R3, Spitfire, Rampage, guns like that. Oh, bro, he hit me for 9. I thought he missed the first shot. God damn. What's the best type of aiming scenario? What's your best type? Do you mean like what am I best at? Or what is the best for me to be practicing? Best type of aiming scenario? I wouldn't necessarily say there is any best type. Because best is subjective, right? Best is subjective to what are you lacking? What are you best at? What do you prefer? What is the scenario that is more related to the game that you're playing? Not gonna peek or do anything. Okay. Interesting. My best? Probably switching drills. I'm fairly good at switching. Is high ground always good? It depends, because a lot of people misconstrued high ground with just being on top of something. High ground is when you're able to peek someone by uncrouching. So you're crouched and then uncrouching, you can see them, crouching, you can't see them. Or Step forward, you see them. Step back, you don't see them. That is what like good high ground is. If you're just on top of something, it's actually a disadvantage, because if you want to unpeak that person, it's not a matter of just moving in or out of the cover. It's a matter of walking back and then falling. And then as you're falling, you're still in the open, you're still in the open, you're still in the open, you're out of the open. So high ground is an advantage if you can take one singular move and be out of the open. You're really good at dynamic tracking, but you suck at target switching and static clicking. That's interesting. It's probably maybe just uncomfortable for you, right? I would say keep focusing on it, or find drills in that area that you're not good at that you enjoy doing, and then practice a lot, and you'll find a lot of success in there. Or be like me and do shit that you really don't like to do, and force yourself to do it and just push through that uncomfortable feeling. Which is my lobby. Yo, what up, Isaac? How you doing, homie? Favorite legend? Right now, I'm not gonna lie, it's Caustic. I don't know why. Caustic and Gibraltar. Maybe because I just like really thick daddies, but I don't know. I just really fuck with them. Yeah, Jesse, I don't know what Agony was asking, but when it comes to like using glass or cloth, something that you want to consider. Glass is really smooth, so it's really easy to move your mouse around that surface. So tracking is easier, switching is easier, but everything else is harder. So stopping is a lot harder, flicking is a lot harder. Your stability, this could even be something like tracking, your tracking stability, not shaking. It gets harder. So it's really good at being smooth, it's not good at being stable. So you kind of have to, you know, pick what are you trying to get out of the gear that you're using. Yeah, what up, Snake? How you doing, homie? You lost countless times to Newcastle, bro. Dude, good Newcastles, they will get up in that ass for sure. Yo, what up, Slum? Why am I not Predator? I just don't play ranked like that. I don't have the time, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm at the point where Apex is seriously burning out my mental health, which is why I haven't streamed in like what, 2 weeks? Maybe a week? I think 2. I don't know. That's how bad my mental health is. I don't even know. Go hang out. I'll go hang out with her after this one game. Okay, Jess. Just 5 more minutes. Let me play for 5 more minutes. So, what was I gonna say? Yeah, like honestly, playing ranked all day to hit and hold pred, it's just a lot of time to play. And then on top of that, I have to make content. I have to make guides. I have other responsibilities in my own personal life, right? There's just physically not enough time in this quantum realm to be able to play ranked, coach, stream, make guides, write scripts, edit content, go to the gym, make food, have a life outside of fucking inside of this studio, right? It's just not physically possible. I've also hit pred 10 different times. It's at the point I just don't care. What is hitting pred again going to do for me? Nothing. It's going to give me clout. I don't care about clout. Much love, Alejandro. I don't know how to say that. How to push the team with a high ground. You need to recognize the advantage that that team has against you. Hire a video editor. I do have one, but he can only do so much. And I have the money. I just don't want to spend it because I have other things to be spending my money on, right? I've also hired multiple editors in the past, and just long story short, it's a lot of work because I have to give them all of that stuff to edit themselves. So it's easier for me. I'm also very anal about how I want my videos to look, which is why I'm constantly changing editors, which is why the video's style is constantly changing, by the way. Yeah, like if I have one editor, it's perfect. I can send him stuff he can edit, and then I can do my own stuff like shorts, right? But if I'm sending one editor like shorts, videos, and all that shit, it's just so much. And then if I have 2 editors, I can't produce enough content to keep both of them busy. So I can't have two people working full time. And I don't want to hire someone part-time because then they fuck up my content and they don't know what I'm trying to get. Because they can't get in enough videos. We can't work together enough. So it's this weird area that I'm kind of like battling right now. Dishy, are you going for Pred this season in ranked? I'm gonna try. I have a lot of extra time this season. I took a lot of time off from coaching to just get my mental back and just focus on doing the shit that I need to do. So I'll try, but I also have to find people that I want to play with because solo queuing to Pred is not something that I want to do. If I'm going for Pred, it has to be somewhat enjoyable. What are coming back to Apex after a long hiatus? What are the current meta loados? I have no idea, bro. I don't really play Apex. He plays cover really well. Yeah, dude, I don't really play meta, so I would never know. I would never be able to tell you. I have no idea. Wingman and Charge Rifle Res is an awful meta. Oh my goodness. I really hope no one takes that advice and plays that. Oh! 2 pump. Bro, oh my god, dead slide. Dude. Oh, that's annoying. Well, Rez, it's regardless if you hit shots or not, you're not really using guns that you can create consistent opportunities with, which is the issue. That was kind of sex. Sexy. That's what I meant to say. Whoops. Where are you going? Where are you peeking from? Free fire. You don't have any health, so I can walk up on you. Wait, where am I going? Unfortunate. Don't even know why you're in my loves. I only ever hit plat. Dude, I think because it's a casual like game mode, it just puts everyone against everybody. Damn, bro, that guy got his ankles broke. Oh. Yeah, he actually low-key kind of shit on me right there. What do you think about Devo still being really good this season? I think it's awesome. Devo is really good, but it's not broken, which is what a lot of people kind of like make the mistake of. Okay, I was about to say, why am I not hitting any shots? Devo's good. But it's not amazing. The hip fire on it is great if you're up close. It's not that good mid range, right? Compared to like a car or something, or like a prowler, right? The recoil on it is good, but it's not amazing. One magged, okay. Right, it's not amazing. Look, Devo's really good. It's just not like the best. So I like it. I'm happy with it. It's not like P20s where if you get in someone's face with it, like you're 100% winning. I want to keep playing this, bro. This game mode is so much fun. It's addicting. I like being able to just casually like kill people and not have to like sweat my ass off getting thirded by fucking Jamal in his whole gangbang, you know, triple pred squad. It's my favorite loadout. Probably something like I've been really enjoying the Prowler recently. So Prowler, I've also been enjoying Wingman. R3 has been super fun. Havoc has been really fun, and Devo's been really fun. So take one of the close range weapons that I said, also Car. Take one of the close range weapons I said, and then put it with one of the mid and long range weapons that I said, and it's a combo that I'm really happy to play with. Yes, go be with your wife. Apex will be here tomorrow. But that's the thing. What if Apex isn't here tomorrow? What if my YouTube comment section is actually onto something? What if Apex disappears? And I'm jobless. I need to get in as much time as possible. Otherwise, Bug? What up, baby girl? What up? What up? What up, baby girl? Anyways, I'm gonna listen to you guys. The wife will be here tomorrow. Oh. Never mind. I'll tell you guys tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow's Dyslexi's birthday party, so I'll tell you guys on Sunday. I got some really cool news for Sunday. I'm really excited to, I'm really excited to let you guys know about it. Hi, bud. Hi. Yeah, you shake that butt. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you shake that, girl. You do it, girl. Yeah. All right. You smell like a turd. All right, gang, much love. Appreciate y'all. We will, hold on, finish this off for the chat. Oh, dude, there's nothing like a nasty ass beer. Oh, to finish the night. Don't do drugs. So, chat, much love. Appreciate everyone hopping on in. Massive shout out to all the goats dropping insane donos. Hydro, I know you're probably not here. You're probably sleeping because you're on the rig. Dude, much love. Thank you so much for all that crazy love and support. Katori, I know you're sleeping. Thank you for that huge super $20 super chat earlier. Super kick, bro. Much love for that huge super chat earlier as well. Gang, if you ever got questions, you need some help, hit me up on Discord in the DMs. I try to answer everybody. I can't answer everyone. I get literally I get 20 DMs a day on top of 20 emails and a bunch of other hi bug. Come up. On top of a whole bunch of other stuff. So answer or send questions if you got any. Much love. Appreciate everyone. And I will see you guys on Sunday. Tomorrow's Lexi's birthday party. Send her some messages on Discord. Happy birthday. And GG. Jesse.